Global Asthma Network, Wikipedia Audio. The Global Asthma Network is a follow-on from the now completed international study of asthma and allergies in childhood. GAN is a collaboration between former members of ISAC and members of the International Union Against Tuberculosis and Lung Disease. GAN is a worldwide network of study centers continuing the global surveillance of asthma in children established by ISAC, and now including the surveillance of asthma in adults. The network aims to improve asthma care globally, with a focus on low and middle-income countries, through enhanced surveillance, research collaboration, capacity building, and access to quality-assured essential medicines. GAN is responsible for the Global Asthma Report, which is released every 3 years, the most recently in 2014. In 2012, concern from members of ISAC and the Union that the Global Non-Communicable Diseases Agenda overlooked asthma resulted in the establishment of GAN. GAN is a collaboration between former members of ISAC, the largest collaborative epidemiological study of children in the world, and members of the Union. The Union and ISAC collaborated to release the Global Asthma Report at the time of the United Nations High-Level Meeting on Non-Communicable Diseases in New York on 19-20 September 2011. This report provided an overview of what was known about the causes and triggers of asthma, the global incidence, the progress made and the significant challenges currently and for the future. It demonstrated that the suffering and waste of resources caused by not managing asthma effectively are much greater than the cost of effective action. The ISAC program formally finished in December 2012. The Global Asthma Network operates on the same principle of collaborative and systematic application of standardized methodologies as the ISAC program. The GAN Data Center operates from Auckland, New Zealand, communicating methodologies, analyzing data, and maintaining the GAN website. The Global Asthma Network has merged the global asthma surveillance work pioneered by ISAC with the activities that the Union has pursued over the years, including a field evaluation and research into the management of asthma, conducted by the Union's Department of Lung Health and Non-Communicable Diseases with in-country partners, b. access to essential medicines, and c. operational research and capacity building, notably through the Union's Center for Operational Research. The Global Asthma Network, under the leadership of the GAN Steering Group, has a vision of a world where no one suffers from asthma. The Global Asthma Network's mission is to prevent asthma and improve asthma care globally with a focus on low and middle-income countries. The network will achieve this through enhanced surveillance, research, capacity building, and access to effective asthma care including quality-assured essential medicines. History. The Global Asthma Network currently has 280 centers located in 120 countries throughout the world and the number is growing. The GAN Steering Group, consisting of 11 scientists and clinicians selected from the Union and the former ISAC network, and the smaller executive team are responsible for the administration of GAN and its activities. The GAN Steering Group includes members from New Zealand, Switzerland, France, Taiwan, Sudan, Spain, Chile, Australia, and the United Kingdom, and many are members of or are advisors to other international bodies. The GAN Steering Group meets quarterly and annually in person. The GAN Data Center provides central coordination, receives data from GAN centers, and advises at all levels on methodology and other aspects of the program. The Global Asthma Network has established worldwide networks with organizations concerned with health in developing countries such as the World Health Organization, the International Union Against Tuberculosis and Lung Disease, the Forum of International Respiratory Societies, the International Congress on Pediatric Pulmonology, NCD Child, and the American Thoracic Society. The Global Asthma Network targets 3 areas in its aim to improve asthma understanding, prevention, and management at the global level. Asthma causes wheezing, and often cough and breathlessness, due to airway obstruction with smooth muscle contraction and airway inflammation. In children, it is most commonly intermittent, but may be persistent. Asthma affects at least 330 million people worldwide, causing an estimated 250,000 deaths annually. Around 15 million disability-adjusted life years are lost annually, and school absenteeism due to asthma results in reduced educational opportunities, and thus impacts on the economy. Based on studies undertaken in developed countries, asthma has been misinterpreted as a westernized problem based on allergy. Findings from Isaac and others have shown that the majority of asthma does not have an allergic basis, especially in developing countries where its prevalence is increasing. GAN centers conduct worldwide surveys of asthma symptom prevalence and associated risk factors in children and adults, and the implementation of management strategies, such as asthma plans and guidelines, in the control of asthma in children and adults. Data compiled from these surveys is included in the 3 yearly Global Asthma Reports, published in academic journals and presented at international conferences. GAN develops strategies for asthma prevention, asthma management, and asthma capacity building, particularly in low and middle-income countries. GAN also aims for improved access to effective asthma care, including quality-assured asthma medications, to all asthma sufferers worldwide. GAN is lobbying for the inclusion of asthma as a global health priority alongside, and complementary to, the other current global initiatives for the prevention and control of non-communicable diseases, the inclusion of asthma medicines on all countries' essential medicines lists, and the addition of essential asthma medicines to the WHO pre-qualification program. The first of the Global Asthma Network's 3 yearly reports, the Global Asthma Report 2011, highlighted issues surrounding asthma, and provided an overview current knowledge regarding the causes and triggers of asthma, global asthma prevalence, the implementation of management guidelines, and the progress being made. This report has been used in asthma policy development by health organizations around the world, including the WHO, the OECD, the European Respiratory Society, the European Academy of Allergy and Clinical Immunology, and the Government of Australia. It has been cited in numerous research articles and news articles around the world including Africa, India, and Germany and has been the subject of editorial comment. The Global Asthma Network has since produced the Global Asthma Report 2014, which includes updated information on asthma management, the economic burden of asthma, and strategic and practical recommendations. Mission, Organization, Activities, Global Asthma Surveillance and Research, Asthma Prevention and Improving Asthma Care Worldwide, Advocacy, Impact.